What up, what up, what up, what up, my movie fan base and my movie heads? I'm back with another 4K review. And this one is actually on digital. You can get it anywhere on Voodoo and Google Play or any streaming service. It's actually on digital. But I just got this because I like Arrowvideo. My movie pick is Kevin Costner in Waterworld, a movie that I've said this before a couple of times, not that much, but a couple of times that where it was totally underrated. It was totally over exaggerated. This movie cost 175 million to make, and it made over $1 billion at the box office worldwide. So it took back more and then some. It took in what Avatar took in, and people still downplay Waterworld. They still hate this movie to some degree, and I can't understand it because I'm not gonna lie to you. When this first came out, I didn't see it. I didn't care for it. I was one of those guys that this wasn't appealing to me. I honestly believe Kevin Costner is a kickdown dude. I say he has a Johnny Depp career because, you know, you think these guys are supposed to be pretty and they really want to act. They're actors. And Kevin Costner, to me, like Johnny Depp, take chance. A lot of you remember this movie, The Postman. Now, this movie was a box office flop, unlike Waterworld, but he took a chance. Kevin Costner has always taken chances, not only in The Postman, also in Wyatt Earp, you know, a movie that was directed by Lawrence Kasdan. As you know, he is the writer for Empire Strikes Back and, you know, Return of the Jedi. And he did a couple of movies, but he's very big on the Star Wars scene. Kevin Costner loved Westerns, man. He loved Westerns because he got this big, epic Western coming out, I think, at the end of summer or something. But he just loved his Westerns, man. And this guy is always, always taking chances, like this other man. My boy, Johnny Depp. This guy just went through a trial about, what, a year and a half or 2 years now, that he beat his little ex-Amber Heard. This one, Johnny Depp, has been not underrated. He's been somewhat of a good actor. But again, just like I said this before, because of their good looks, people don't think that they're supposed to just keep doing the same heartthrob role. Bullshit. Bullshit. They're actors. They're supposed to take chances. And most people are asking, why do I give a fuck about Kevin Costner? I give a fuck about him because I was one of those people who didn't give him a chance. As a movie head myself, I hate doing films. I always never understood how critics could just sit through bad films. But I literally started watching his films in the last month. And from Wyatt Earp down, I'm not a biggest fan of Wyatt Earp or The Postman, but I honestly could see why, you know, he wanted to get rid of this pretty boy look. You know, he's more than that. I get it. I totally get it. This is why I support this movie, Waterworld. And let me tell you what Waterworld really reminds me of. This movie that took in over $1 billion is something somewhat very similar to another movie. You ready for it? That's right. George Miller's The Road Warrior, starring Mel Gibson. Man, epic poster, epic movie poster. And it was actually called Mad Max 2, if you don't know. This was because it was international, so they couldn't call it Mad Max 2 because the first Mad Max didn't really catch on. So for U.S., you know, consumption, for U.S. box office, they called it The Road Warrior. So The Road Warrior and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, all the Mad Max films, reminds me of Waterworld. Literally, it is Mad Max on water. That's what I have compared it to, and I see so much similarities in this, except these movies were rated R, except Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. That was PG-13. Like I said before, this is Mad Max on water, and it's PG-13, and this movie takes place in the near future. They don't say what timeline this is. They just say the near future, where the ice caps are melted, and the world's now literally 90% water. There is a hunt for dry land on the little girl's back, a map. So whoever possesses that possesses treasure beyond. They don't fight for money or gold or any of that shit. They are fighting for dry land. And Kevin Costner character doesn't have a name. It's like the Clint Eastwood character, what's his name? A Fistful of Dollars, the man with no name. I think this is his character. And, he actually talked about that he was a fan of the Eastwood films, and he took it upon himself not to name a character from watching the Eastwood films, the Fistful few dollars, and I forgot the director's name of that films, but it's actually on 4K too. I haven't seen any of that. I'm not the biggest Clint Eastwood fan other than Dirty Harry, but yeah, he took it on himself to not name the character, and so we'll just call him the man with no name. And basically, he is the antagonist. He's like an anti-hero in this film. He hates the kid, but he loves the kid. He becomes friends with the kid. And Dennis Hopper, great villain. I mean, great, outstanding villain. And he's looking for dry land too. And so these two collide, and the action scenes are beautiful. I can see why they had a Universal ride after this movie, Waterworld. They actually pulled up all the stops for this movie, and a lot of people didn't receive it well. As I said before, Kevin Costner takes chances as an actor. I respect him as such. And for Waterworld, I give a 9 out of 10. This is an A- to me. And what a movie. As I said before, don't take my word for it. go digitally download yourself or get it from Arrowvideo if you can. It's about what, $25. You can also get it on Universal Pictures. They actually have it there. I just got it from Arrowvideo. I don't know how it looks on Universal Pictures, but again, I'm not an aspect ratio kind of person or a tech nerd, but this movie is fucking beautiful. Okay, I saw it in Arrowvideo here, and I saw it on the digital because they don't have download. You can't download Arrowvideo movies. You gotta buy it. So I saw this on digital on Vudu, and it doesn't look this. It almost looked the same, but the Arrowvideo, in my opinion, looks much, much, much better. Um, Man, don't sleep on this movie. I think a lot of people reviewed this on YouTube, but I don't think they reviewed the 4K version. They have a little bit, but not so much. Waterworld with Kevin Costner, an A minus, 9 out of 10. Go cop it, go watch it. Um, Other than that, man, I got nothing to say bad about this movie, man. Like I said before, if you're a fan of Mad Max, you're a fan of The Road Warrior, you're a fan of Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, even the Tom Hardy Fury Road, okay? Go watch Waterworld. A lot of people slept on this film, even I did, and I rewatched it about 2 weeks ago, and I was pleasantly surprised, very pleasantly surprised. 9 out of 10. Kevin Costner, he's a good actor. Like I said before, everyone loved him from Yellowstone and everything like that, but this guy had it, man. He also did one other brilliant movie, the critically acclaimed Dances with Wolves. In 1864, one man in search of the frontier, and he found himself. Oh man, this movie, actually, I had to do a book report on this in school, so I had to watch this. But it wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't my taste, but it wasn't a bad movie. This is where he was really critically acclaimed. Everyone loved him for this, and this is not a 4K either. This is a travesty. It's not a 4K. It should be in 4K already. I don't know what the hype up about, why they're not doing it, but yo, go see this one if you haven't seen it. Kevin Costner, Waterworld from Arrowvideo. Go copy it, guys. It's a good movie. It really is a great movie.